A little over a year ago, in May of 2018, Zach was on a Facebook page where they sell, a local Facebook page where they sell, people resell stuff.
Like classifieds, yeah.
Like classifieds. And he found these shipping container cabins. And I immediately was really excited. And
we wanted to find something that we could use for some storage. So we were in the market for shipping containers, and we found these cabins, the guy was calling them.
And there were two 40-foot shipping containers and one 20-foot shipping container. And at the end of the day, he would sell them to me for $4,100 for all of them. Now, they were wrapped in log siding. They had sliding doors and windows, and they were set up to kind of be like a duplex cabin, shipping container cabin. And so I said, I didn't make any deals with him or any promises, but I asked him if we could come check them out. So here you see the pictures of us going, and this is what we saw them standing still, what they looked like. When I saw them, I saw like huge potential. And I just said, Zach, I think this is worth it. And he is so good to entertain all my craziness. And so the only other problem was a matter of, if we bought them, how the heck were we going to get them to where we live? Because they actually were being sold in our hometown.
Yeah.
But
so they were close, relatively close, but with all of the log siding, and they have the inside was furred out with 2x4s and insulated and wrapped in plywood, so they were considerably more heavy than regular shipping containers. So we had to come up, figure out a way to get them here. And I'm always cheap and trying to do things myself for the experience and also to save money. So I thought, oh, somehow we'll figure out how we can move them.
And the guy that we bought them from was really, really friendly and was really, really helpful. And he was excited to kind of get them off this lot because they had been sitting there for 5 years. So he said, no, I have a 30-foot gooseneck.
A 30,
or 28?
Yeah, 30-foot, I think, yeah.
A 30-foot gooseneck trailer that you can use.
So we had to load a 20-footer and two 40-footers. And so we decided to go and just try with the 20-footer and see how it would go.
We'll just get warmed up with a 20-footer.
Yeah.
We'll get our feet wet with a 20-footer.
So they had some equipment there that we could use. They had a backhoe and a forklift that we could use to get them loaded. So we were able to get the 20-footer uploaded onto the 30-foot trailer, 30-whatever-something-foot trailer, strap it down, and we were okay.
Okay, we started driving, and it was like really, really hard pulling for his F-350.
It pulled heavy, and we were coming uphill the whole way. So it was a strain, but we got it up here, and we're able to get it unloaded. And we went back down to try to load up a 40-footer, which I already had my doubts about, but we thought, I don't like to give up easily, so we thought we should try it. To put a 40-footer on a 32-foot trailer after we'd already struggled pulling the 20-footer.
And this guy that was selling these to us, he really wanted to help us make it work. He really wanted it to be affordable for us so that he could get rid of them so that the deal wouldn't go through. So he kept assuring us, no, I think if we get it on the trailer, it's going to balance, it'll be fine, it'll be fine.
So here we are trying to load this 40-footer on there, and we got it on the trailer.
It was awful. It was awful. I was so stressed out the whole time. It was teetering. It was crazy. Like, I seriously was so stressed out the entire time. As you can see, it took the backhoe on one side and this loader on the other side, and we had to put chains from one side to the other. So from the loader underneath over to the backhoe, and then back again, so that there were two chains, and then they would try to lift it up so that it would be up high enough that we could back the trailer underneath big stone to build a pyramid. Like, I felt like we were trying to build a pyramid. Actually, I thought building a pyramid would be easier.
We got it on the trailer, and then as soon as we got it on, well, partway through, it was pretty much sure it wasn't going to work, but like I said, don't like to give up. And we got it on there, and we could see that it was probably not a smart idea to try to drag that through town and up our mountain the way it was. So we gave up and called a professional guy to come help us. And of course, that cost us more money, but it kept us from or killing somebody. So it was worth it.
It was worth it. It was amazing with the right equipment how seamless picking up a 40-foot shipping container can go. They just have these like wheels and dolly, whatever, and they have these chains and a winch, and they pull it on. I mean, and it just sucks it right up and on to the trailer. Then he drives it up. Same thing with getting it off. It just like slid off. Like it was so easy. And if we had known in the beginning that we were going to have to pay for that, that might have actually dissuaded us from getting these. And in the end, we're really happy that we got these.
So we're excited to get this build series started. It started with, like Kate said, over a year ago, getting them moved up here. But we're in the construction process now, and excited to see these really junky containers that have been sitting out in the weather and been abused turn into something really awesome.
It's fun because a lot of times Zach has a vision of how things go. He has a vision, like he can look at measurements and he can see a 3D picture in his mind of what it looks like. And I always have to ask him, please just draw it out for me because I don't understand what you're seeing. And when I saw these, I just thought, no, these are awesome. Like, these are totally awesome. And then when we decided a couple weeks ago that we should just put this into a real cabin and not storage, I got even more excited. And it took him about a year after that headache of getting him up here, and it was an all-day event and cost us an extra $800, I think, to transport him up here. It took him a year to come around to finally actually want to look at them and deal with them. Plus, we were busy with as you could see on some of our other videos, like lots of other things that we've had to troubleshoot and that have been up higher on the priority list. But now these are finally kind of getting up there on the top of the list. And so we're excited.
The reality is I'm excited for our next project, which is going to be this big Western village, which will be a Western facade, which is going to be fun to build and kind of like, for me, that's more exciting. So these are kind of an obstacle on the way to get to that. So we're going to get these done, but they'll turn out awesome too. But to me, the next one's more exciting. Anyways.
So the shipping containers are kind of like my baby, and then we get to move on to his baby, which is the Western Village. So
it's going to be awesome.
Sweet.